Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. We're James with Games. Alright, here we are for day 2, episode 2 of our Quest for Glory. So you want to be a hero, let's play. So with very little further ado, not none, one moment, I'll reduce my desktop audio volume for all our sakes before I launch the game. But no more ado than that. Let's fire it up. Yes, remake please. And we'll drop out of there. Okay, here we are. Very important notice, we should not steal this game. Lots of people worked hard on it. That's true. I'm not sure how much money they're making off of the GOG purchases anyway, but I hope it's not nothing. Looks like the volume is still a little... Let me mess around with this. Welcome, Zerstor 228. How are you on this fine day? Oh, an obscenely fine day here where I am. And for some reason I don't understand. My office on the middle floor of the home, where the sun does not shone in here since the morning, but it's obscenely hot. In this room, it's the hottest room in the house. Upstairs and downstairs are both cooler than middle floor right now in our little townhouse. Okay. I think these arranged chronologically in order that they were created, so probably nighttime 2 is my save from last time. I'm going to hope so. That looks right. 85 points. Hiding in the safety meadow. The glorious safety meadow. Okay. I should investigate my own character status with this one. Right? Yep. I'm a little beat up. A little hurt. But nothing too bad. Aha! Zero story. I was trying to think of a subtle way to ask, but welcome, Cedric. Glad to have you here. And hello, British. Always a pleasure. Okay, I think I'm going to find out eventually this game has like a not literal time limit, but a amount of days limit, and that I've made a horrible mistake. But for now, I think sleep gets the daytime when I'm less likely to be forced to engage with the combat system that I'm no good at. Although on that note, I'm going to turn the PC cycles down one touch in the hopes that when I do get into a combat, that makes it a little bit more so the timing seems to make any sense at all. We'll see. I've managed to kill goblins and a couple of rogues, so it's not hopeless, even in its current form, but I would certainly love to just be good at it. It's usually my thing, being good at video games. Okay. Let's sleep till the morning. Sleep all night. We'll get our health back. The day will come. And I've got a couple of things on my agenda. A few things that I think I should mess around with here. The sun rises. Beautiful game. By the by. Absolutely lovely. You know what? Because of the somewhat... I know I have it turned up in the game settings to be fast walking, but the walking looked a little herky-jerky, so let's go down to 8,000 cycles and we'll see how that goes. But alright, so the two things on my mind... Oh no! Well, at least I get the gimmick with the goblins. I'm prepared. I have prepared for battle. You gotta click. See, the trick with goblins is just to kill them. Just to press the kill button until they are dead. The trick with the timing is to press the kill button as soon as you notice you're not pressing it. And then the next part of the timing is to take your finger off the button so you can press it again. If you can do those two things, you can slay the goblins. You're not necessarily getting any better at the combat system when you do that. But it is satisfying to triumph. I used up a little bit of my morning stamina, but I gained experience and luck. Lucky me that the enemy was a goblin. An easy enemy to kill. Okay, to my agenda for the day. I want to get out of these woods, Oh. So I vaguely remember. What a beautiful game. If I remember correctly, I believe I read that at this point, Sierra, when they moved to VGA graphics for their big Quest games, the graphics start as paintings, which are then digitized. No, Mr. Bandit. I know I must learn to kill you eventually, but I shall not be learning yet. Will the Centaur have anything new to say? Probably not. But what do you think of the Baron again? Yeah, you don't know much about it. That's fair. I don't know much about it. But okay. Things on the agenda for today. Here's one. So I solved this puzzle that I didn't realize was a puzzle. Here's how it happened. I was playing games with my buddy Greg, and I was telling him I'm playing Quest for Glory, and I was telling him what it is, and to explain how it fuses the RPG and point-and-click adventure genres, I was explaining that you, based on your class and your set of skills, you might have different solutions to the puzzle. And I'd heard this solution that, oh hey, my computer is actually giving, there's a little notice on my taskbar. It says heat wave. Thank you, Microsoft. Now I realize that it's very, very hot. Small garden. Okay, so here's what happened. I'm telling Greg, and here's the description that I had read a couple different times from different people when I read about this game to explain how the puzzles could be different. It said, a fighter... Oh, and hey, there was the graphical tip. That's how I... Standing here long enough, did you see that little glint from the nest? So yeah, I'm saying... A fighter might get a bird's nest out of a tree by throwing a rock at it, while a mage might cast a spell to bring it down, or a thief might climb the tree. And I always just thought this was a generic example. Can I climb the tree with my meager 10 climbing skill? I cannot. I think it was a waste to put a small number. Okay. There's going to be a two-step here unless I already have a rock. Because, oops, no, do not throw your money away. What I realized, of course, was this is not a generic example. There's a very prominent bird's nest with a special kind of bird in it outside the healer. And then I was saying, and it's not really a bird, it's like a and it's a pterosaur of some kind. And also the healer herself has a pterosaur as her pet. And like they're actually, and right around that point I was like, oh, that's the puzzle. She's missing a ring. Obviously her pet took it and she gave it to him, and now we know that for sure because we saw the glint. So once I find a rock, we're gonna chuck it at that bird, which seems cruel, at that pterosaur. Can I pick up these rocks? So I guess the frustrating part is going to be figuring out which rock can you actually pick up. Another task for today. I want to start making a map, so I just have a grid. I wrote down town in a square, and now to the east of town, we have crossroads. This should hopefully help me navigate. The maps in these Sierra games are never that big. They feel big because they're full of stuff. But they're never that big. And I doubt this one is either. Okay, so that was one thing. Find a rock, chuck it at that thing so I can get the etc. One moment here. A little more mapping. Whoops. Crossroads. Four-way forest. Up dash left forest. Yeah, so I want to fill out this map so that as I start to put together what I might want to do, I can get to and fro with a reasonable speed. Of course, that will be a little tedious at first, since I'll have to stop constantly. But it'll pay off in the long run. I want to find, again, because I found it once, the Dryad tree. See if I have what it takes to wake it up. Oh yeah, I never noticed. There's a clearly suspicious log. Okay. It has an eye, and I know at once that nothing is to be gained, which then, of course, makes a young man want to find out. In what horrible way will this log kill me if I touch it? Day 3. Can't do much with it. Never mind. Okay, 4-way forest, weird log. I don't know. Gotta set all these cells to wrap text. The ones where the description is longer. Filling out the map. Try to find the Dryad. See if there's any way I can communicate with it. Might be a thing where I gotta go specifically at night to that tree, but when I saw the tree, I was like, this is a tree with a tree spirit, and then later the fairies told me there is indeed a tree spirit. So there you go. Ah, waterfall, weird cave. Got it. Writing it down. Another thing that I cannot climb up to. Is there anything that I will be able... If there's a ladder somewhere, you know? A mildly rickety ladder so that climbing skill at all is required, perhaps? Maybe I can build my tent up. I think in reality I've learned a valuable lesson about the game. Just not to dump a small amount of points into a skill just to see what happens when creating a character. Okay. Up, dash, left, dash, right, forest. So I suppose the main purpose of all these relatively blank areas in the map... Oh, hey, would you look at that? I can copy and paste this time. I would go so far as to assume that the main reason that these areas are in the game is to just give you places to run into enemies. Yeah, Zerstor, Cedric, I have discovered the same thing recently with first-person tile-based RPGs. Like I played my way through, what do they call it? Wizardry Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. Mapped my way through that. It was very fun. Oh, forgot to sweeten my iced tea. But the good news, as it turns out, is that mango black tea is pretty sweet to begin with, because it contains mango, a notoriously sweet fruit. Okay. So, one thing I'm already gathering, I think I'm already learning about the structure of Quest for Glory's world, is that it is not entirely on the grid. I think the town, at least, is as a location. I think when you go to the square that I labeled the first one, I think that one grid square actually expands to contain all of Spielberg. Because this is actually directly... Oh, well, actually, hold on, no. This is directly below the town. Oh, wait, yeah. If it's directly below the town, but in the town you can go over one's... I'm not sure. I don't know. I might be talking to my ass here. We'll find out as I keep going. So this is the south of town archery board square. Very good. From this side of the wall, is there anything here? It's a pleasant place. Old dried fruit from last year? Alright, swarming with hornets. Terrible, terrible. Oops, I'm not trying to talk to that thing. And I don't Yeah, there's no getting over here. It would seem suspicious, wouldn't it? If I were to climb over the wall into the town. What's directly behind the town? The graveyard. The crummy town graveyard. Okay. I think now my little grid map already has town as a single square bordered on 3 sides. So I do think that the town is you warp to a separate small location rather than each screen for the town taking up map space. Here's one thing. Mapping, the process of making the map will cause me to find screens that I did not encounter before. Creepy even in the daylight hours. Oh, just you wait. You can tell that something bad will happen if you come here at night. I can just tell. It's intuition that something bad in the fairy tale game could happen in the graveyard at night. Can I pull the horrible mandrake plant? Well, I just got it. But I didn't get it the right way. Did the healer tell me a special way to pick it? Probably she did. Okay, let's look at other stuff. Large stone says, "Here lies Lester Moore, gored 6 times by a wild boar." Friends, probably this wouldn't come up, not that you aren't all dear to me. You probably wouldn't be the ones getting asked, if I were to die in some horrible way, what to inscribe on my tombstone. But just in case, if I'm killed in some horrible, violent way, I would actually not like to have a jokey, rhyming poem about my death on my tombstone. Oh no, no less, no more. Oof. Actually, you know what? A terrible pun. Put that on my tombstone. Fine. Just don't literally ridicule my death. Yeah, the graves are haphazard. They're old and they're poorly maintained. And then there's a mausoleum. Yeah, wait, what about this giant grave? Ooh, it's barely legible. Here lies an atheist, all dressed up and nowhere to go. Growing under the grave is an evil-looking plant with a slimy, poisonous sheen. We'll definitely have to talk to the healer again, because there's a mandrake root in the graveyard. Can I go left from here? Or west, as it's sometimes called. Yes. Into a 4-way forest? No, sir. No, indeed. Okay. 4-way forest, 4-way forest. So there's one way in which, adding the RPG elements to the Sierra Adventure format kind of changes the calculus of creating the maps. Except for like a deliberate maze, I don't think you would. I can't think, and I haven't played every King's Quest, let alone every Space Quest. Like I've played Space Quest 1, I've played Police Quest 1, not all the way through, but I've walked around the car and checked it on all sides. I don't think, unless it was a deliberate maze, that you ever get this much just pointlessness. I'm saying that and thinking of the King's Quest V Desert, which does have a lot of pointless screens, but that's a deliberate area to torture you. Here, I think what we're dealing with is more properly understood as giving us some space for cool questing. You seem to have startled the white stag. Okay. I gotta leave and come back to find out if this white stag... Yes. Okay. The white stag is location bounded, which is helpful to know. Now, is this a sneaking button? I believe it is. I guess I could find out by clicking it. But of course I can't be stealthy. Because I'm a warrior. If I were the thief, I guess the way to come up on the white stag without startling it might be to sneak. Okay. This is a verification test for the functionality of my map. A three-way forest up, left, and right. Beautiful. Back to the white stag. Oh, hey. I'm coming up behind it. Can I... Beautiful white stag is foraging for food. Can I speak to it? No. Can I follow it? We're inside track team. Okay, it's foraging more. Just gonna hang tight. Yep, it's just foraging. Feels like it's gonna look up and be startled by me though. No? Could be. Hey, it's the Dryad tree. You follow the stag into this forest corner. You feel as though the eyes of the forest are watching you. Okay, so this was 2 left. 2 screens to the left. It's the Dryad tree. Okay. You watch the stag, fascinated with his grace and beauty. There is something special about this place. Okay. But, excuse me. You want to talk now? No response. Does the tree want to talk? You'd better alter... Alright. I've already read this. I'll read it again because it's good pun work. You'd better alter your strategy. The trees mostly just beach about their more poplar neighbors or pine to fear the fjords. Okay? Eh? Do you get it? Tree puns. Okay. So, whilst we're here, I mean, geez. Obviously, this is where we get the tree spirit, but what does the tree spirit want? Okay. 1 flask of fairy dust. Yeah, her palpable enthusiasm for the puns comes through. Alright. I don't know what fairy dust does, which is why I saved. What if I just poured it on myself? Doesn't work. What if I give it to the tree? Doesn't work. Do you want this flask? No. Okay. I mean, I didn't instantly die. So by Sierra standards, that was a fairly successful experiment. Okay, let's walk forwards. Oh. Oh! Solve that puzzle. I am the Dryad, keeper of the woods. Are you one with the woods? Yes. Then you shall aid me, and I shall aid you in your quest. Great, yeah, deal. Bring me a seed from the spore-spitting Speria of the north, that I may plant it elsewhere, in order to preserve these rare and magical plants. If you'll excuse me, Madam Dryad, I'm just going to write this down. Thus we become a true friend of the forest. Great, thank you. Seed from spitting plant in the north. I didn't get the exact text of that, but I got something. Okay, so the answer to how to get the Dryad out was to just be here with the white stag, which is great. Only 1 point for that, which is interesting. Feels like a bigger accomplishment to awaken the tree spirit, especially since I'm a big clunky goon-like warrior here. Okay. Up, left, right, forest. And then 4-way white forest. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to go south, which I believe Yeah. I was fairly certain. Yes, excuse me, Mr. Antwerp. I'm not going to hang out. Oh, sorry, White Stag. It's all good. Approach the White Stag from the east. That's simple enough. When the time is right. But okay, south from there is the Antwerp. And up left are the directions. So, can't beat the Antwerp by attacking it. I learned hilariously last week, because it will bounce off the screen, and then when you go to the next screen, descend upon you. But yeah. Last week, after I found those fairies and I was looking for the Dryad tree, I really did fail to find it, even though it was quite close. Okay, 4-way. How about north of here? It's a 4-way forest. I don't know if I doubt it will be most squares in this game are 4-way forest maze squares. But what I do think is that the modal square is a 4-way forest. I guess that's, since obviously none of the squares with personality are going to repeat. I suppose it's kind of too easy to just say, yeah, this is the modal square. But okay, left from here. And a 4-way forest. Hold on. Actually, briefly need to regain my bearings here. Oh, I see what I've done. I've broken my map completely. These are the risks we take when you're haphazard. Okay, back to the White Stag. Yeah, okay. So then, let's find out. Because maybe it is a 4-way forest here as well. It's not. Okay, this is the Fairy Ring. Oh, jeez. Let's sit in a pile of mushrooms here for a minute. No, let's not. So we're not forced to dance until we die. And then, west of here is a 4-way forest. Okay, great. We're back to properly mapping. I'll go west of there to a 4-way forest. And then south of there to an angled forest. Very good. Verifying my directions. Yep. No, careful. Do not just... Jeez. Thought he was going to go right into the mushrooms. Okay. So from here... No, buddy. You don't want this. After a while, it doesn't feel that... Oh, right. The what's it called? Ah, what are these things? A meep. Yes. Well, I'm sorry, but the card says moops. Okay. East from here. And back to exploring. A down and right. Forest square. Now we're filling in a lot of this map. I mean, I don't know the exact dimensions of the map. Ooh. Okay. One strange bush. Well, we're obviously in goblin territory. Let's, hostile intent. Wow, you threw that dead goblin a long way. That's a different ending to a fight than normal. The only good goblin is a dead goblin. Took his silvers. I'm a little uncomfortable with the... Even if goblins are bad, I still don't think we should say things like the only good... Hey, I got better at climbing. I guess from the effort of throwing him? Whatever. All the other gains make sense to me. I'll take them all. So, okay. So there's something going on here, obviously. You're in the Goblin Central Combat Training Zone. Oh. So this place is literally here for the purpose of me to just kill as many goblins as I want and gain experience as need be, I guess. And north to a constricted forest area. Very good. Cool. Let's see how far north I can get from here. I still haven't seen a loose rock that look... Oh. No, it's not, is it? Baba Yaga does not welcome strangers. Deal with me. You want to make a deal? Yeah. Nothing ever goes wrong when you make a deal with a talking skull impaled on a forest outside a witch's hut. What kind of deal do you want to make? What about Baba Yaga? She's the most powerful ogress around. If you have any brains, you'll stay away from her. What's an ogress? You're some hero if you don't even know what an ogre is. Well, I'll ask you about something else. Baba Yaga's hut will squat if you say the rhyme. What's the rhyme? The hut will squat if you say, Hut of Brown, now sit down. Really? Is it that easy to get the secret rhyme? What kind of deal do you want? All the other skulls have glowing eyes, but me? No! I don't need lovely glowing eyes. Just open and close the gate. That's all I'm good for. But if you can give me a glowing gem for my eyes, then I'll let you in the gate. Is it a deal? Yeah? Sure. Yes. All I ask is a little gem or jewel that glows in the dark. You're the big hero, so go find one. Alright, 2 points for that. Make a deal with a suspicious skull, 2 points. Awaken the tree Dryad spirit by following the magic stag, 1 point. Baba Yaga's hut. Okay. I do not believe I have anything in my inventory that glows in the dark and is a gem, because I've got nothing. Can I just chuck an apple at that bird's nest, I wonder? I'll check that out when I get back to the healer. Alright. 4-way forest. This is... I know that I'm in another big foresty area. There's going to be a lot of forests around here. What about directly to the south? It's going to be an up... Oh, it is 4-way. Hold on, is there a map error here? Or did I just not notice? Okay, no. Goblin Training Zone is a 4-way. Delicious. Okay, so north again, and north again, and south again. heading north again. And pausing just in case. It's a down or right forest. A forest square. A forest zone that you can exit by either going down or to the right. Next to a four-way, of course. I'm almost... I know I'm in the vicinity of right where I set out from. But okay, let's do... Go south one, and it'll be a four-way. South again. And it's a three-way. Makes sense. Okay. Four-way forest. Up dash right. Up dash left dash right forest. Yes. Google Sheets is auto-filling up left right forest, of which I've seen like 2. But it is not auto-filling four-way forest for me. It's forcing me to manually type it all. Every time. What the hell? Alright. Now as far north as it'll take me. And we'll see what we find. Aha! As soon as I saw these plants, I was like, please spit a seed. And they did. Alright. So, seed spitter plants. I'm inclined to say, if I were the thief, perhaps I could climb the rocks or something and catch with dexterity one of those seeds. I'm not the thief. In one sense, I guess I'd probably be having an easier time as either a thief or a mage, because a thief has to rely on his manual dexterity and his ability to do things like climb trees, and the mage has to rely on his wits. And I have much more experience in real life doing either of those things than I do relying on my brawn. But let's see, after saving, which I think I just did, but I could be wrong. Hey, and they toss them around? Okay. Oh, no. I shouldn't have done that. I killed it by mistake. Restore. Oh, and I lost a ton of points for killing it. I just want to see if I do kill the one with the seed, I lose a bunch of points. And then I get most of them back. Okay. Let's not choose violence just yet. Before we even look around. They are pretty in a grotesque way. To the south and the east is the forest from which you came. To the north and west are steep cliffs. There's some unusual plants growing. They're spitting what seems to be some kind of seed. Yes. Can I just... No need to take the flowers. No, but can I reach into it and take the seed? Ah. Can't climb. Or... Alright, yeah. So the thief can do this without violence. For now, I'll just content myself knowing. Because I'm worried that the Dryad might be like, thou art no friend of the forest. Ye hath killed a plant. Or perhaps, you know, better written dialogue than that, but the same sentiment. Or maybe exactly that text. Who knows? No, not today, buddy. Give yourself a break and don't get killed. Four-way forest. And yeah, If I hadn't read the descriptive text, I'd now be worried I broke my map, because I didn't see the eastern exit of the seed spitter plant. But it claimed it was there, and it obviously is. Okay, and then here, the down right forest. Yeah, this is so okay, the games that I've done like maps for myself of are at this point in my life Wizardry, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord, a little bit in the Bard's Tale before I came to the conclusion that the Bard's Tale sucks and I did not want to play it because I hate it. That might be a little harsh. Actually, I don't know that it is. Might actually be as fair as it's possible to be about that game. And in that I enjoyed it a lot. Although there are things that, like, Wizardry is a cruel game about, punishing you for existing. Back where we started. Pretty song playing. Meadow. Excellent. I suppose as the fighter, in fact, Cedric, I believe you told me this. Oh, hey. A troll cave. I never stumbled upon that earlier. I'm probably not tough enough to fight that guy yet. And yet, not just tough enough, any good. Oh no, I certainly don't want to fight you. You're kind of endearing looking, but also certainly capable of uh-oh. Hostile intent is evident. I prepare for battle. I don't know if you know what I'm fighting. Oh, good. Sorry, pal, but you left yourself wide open. Silver coins. The stamina system is an interesting thing in this game. Because, like, it exists. Just luck. Oh, yeah, and experience. But it primarily exists to enforce the logistics of real life. Like, you gotta sleep to get that stamina back. At least when I first got in a battle and started attacking the enemies and I saw SP going down, I was like, okay, my stamina. I gotta lay off and like cover up while I wait for it to recharge. No. You have X amount of energy and you will successfully get your job done with that energy and then go to sleep, or you will die. Alright. Let's find it. Can I fight this thing? My money's on. No, I can't. I suppose I should have tried to talk to it. Okay. It was a tough battle, and you lost. Never fear. All you have to do is restore your game and... What do you mean, restore what game? Breaking the fourth wall. Okay, I'm going to try this once more. But first, hold on. Buddy. Oh, come on. Can we really not talk this through? Okay. I don't think I can parry his shots, so I should try to dodge them. I find it really hard to read what's going on when I'm doing anything but just getting a slash after slash after slash on a goblin until it dies. Okay. All I want to do is dodge one attack in this fight. Later than that. Sooner than that. Sooner than that. Wait. Okay. I did block that, didn't I? I want to test that theory one more time, and then I will stop repetitively engaging in a fight that I clearly cannot win. For a moment there, I was like, is this hostile intent really evident? Even holding it down. Okay. Okay. I definitely blocked some attacks. The frustrating part is that it doesn't make a or like it doesn't make a sound of like steel on steel to reassure you that you've parried the blow. You just don't take the damage. But I definitely parried a couple of those blows. So good for me. The only other kind of enemy I've learned to fight. And a trickier foe. I'm just gonna pass out. Death from overwork. Okay. What say we just... No! The thing about the combat system is that all the pieces seem to be there for a fun little combat system. The dodging and the parrying. Basic timing. I like that there's a different strategy. You know, like with the bandits, I know the strategy. It's wait for them to get ready to attack, and then you can get a thrust in before they attack. But I cannot read clearly when they're about to attack versus when they are still able to pop back and get their thing up. I don't know. Maybe it's more responsive if I bite the bullet and accept the mouse clicking controls for battle instead of the numpad controls. I'll say this. It's still better than Sid Meier's Pirate's Gold. I do not like the combat in that remaster. A left-right forest. I don't know that we've seen one of these anywhere else. So what's to the right? I haven't explored this neck of the woods, I don't think. Even in passing. Or perhaps I have. Now that we know there's nothing notable there. Okay. But we're learning. We're in the lay of the land. And getting some things done along the way. Down left forest. Above a four-way forest. That could be it too. How is my parrying? Yeah, I've got like 20 parry. I guess what I gotta do is I gotta get in a fight that I can win and get a parry or two in before, like, fight a goblin, let him take a couple shots, parry them, then chop him to death, gain some parry points, try again. And almost certainly my very low dodge score is going to make dodging hopeless for a similar reason. I mean, I guess one nice thing... Wait, do I remember... Am I writing the lay of the land down right? Yes, I am. One nice thing, one potential gift that this game might give me, besides that I know it's very short, so if I decided I just wanted to, I have the choice. Is that if I run out of time in the game, if like after like 10 days or something, it just turns out, oh no, you've lost. Or if I get hopeless, it's short enough, and of course, a lot of the progress in any of these quest games, even this one with its RPG elements, a lot of the progress is all just about, did you figure out that putting the baker's hat on top of the candle will cause it to, puff up like a souffle, and then you can give the baker's hat to the ogre who wants to be a baker, because now it will fit on his giant head. Once you figure that out, next time it goes pretty quickly. I think as far as... I'm pleased with myself for that improvised Sierra adventure puzzle that I just came up with. Okay, what's going on here? This is a cool place. The road seems to wind forever up the mountain. That's an impressive rock group. Oh yeah, is there a loose one in it? No. Loose rock here? I just want a rock to throw at a bird that never did anything to me. Up the mountain. I don't remember anyone saying anything to me about a mountain so far. So maybe this is all a red herring. Or maybe I'll learn more about it later. But if I try to walk forward, a sign appears. It reads, Willkommen auf Spielburg. Willkommen auf Spielburg. Yeah. Absolutely. Another sign appears. It reads, Trespassers will be towed. Ha ha ha. Good one, Lorianne. I get what's happening here. Let's enjoy the silly death animation. Am I going to hop back out as a toad? Oh, wow. I'm actually going to go all the way up to the... Could it be a bottle of purple salad dressing? Places mountains above anything else in Spielburg. I get here exhausted. This is interesting. But I just die. Am I just dead? Nope. You feel as though you've just scaled the Matterhorn in full armor. What a climb. You can see all of Spielburg Valley from here. After you finally catch your breath, you see that you've reached the rather eccentric-looking house that you saw from below. There's an ugly gargoyle above the entrance. Stand fast! Can you hear me? You have 3 questions. What is your name? James. What is your quest? Oh man. I mean, I guess Glory is the name. It's the name of the game. Hey, that's the name of the game. Who do you seek here? Fenris? That was a rather ratty response. The wizard will see you now. Go directly up to the tower. Do not dally. Okay. I really thought that I was just going to go off screen and then come hopping back out as a toad. And then it would say, your quest is over, croak. Or, your quest is over because you've croaked. That's absolutely what it would say. If I died by becoming turned into a toad. This room is full of odds, ends, and stuff. The wizard must be a real character. Let's look, but not touch. It's the famous Duncan Dragon. Haven't seen one of those in years. The poor stuffed peacock seems bedraggled, worn, and overused. Strange figure on the bookshelf. Looks like an overground rat wearing a wizard's hat. It's probably a bottle of gin. Ha! It was a moderately large and fearful dragon at one time. Erasmus likes to keep his suits well ironed. Your eyes are drawn to the eyes of the figure in the portrait. His intense stare is unnerving. This would not be someone to trifle with, for he looks subtle and quick to anger. Okay, noted that the wizard's name is Erasmus, which I do not think is the name that I gave. Wait, what about this crystal ball? It's a Zen lamp. You feel enlightened in its presence. Whoa. What a crazy looking dude. Come and sit down. Fenris, our guest has arrived. Cheese, please. He's granted some cheese. Ah. Okay. Well. Let him... Okay, yeah. Fair. Do you know what's big, purple, and eats ungefährliche Dinge? No, I don't. Big, purple, ungefährliche Dinge eaters. Large purple, ungefährliche Dinge eaters are all too common in the forest these days. Yeah, no kidding. So tell me about yourself, Erasmus. I am a wizard of some renown. Yeah, I bet. Tell me about Fenris. You're right, I'm sorry. What am I, some sort of object? Am I invisible or something? That you talk behind me, about me, behind my back, in front of my face? Sheesh, no respect. It's hard to take anyone seriously who wears such a ridiculous hat. I'll ask you in a minute, Fenris. If magic be the loot of life, play on. The quote was music, not magic. And it was food, not loot. How about magic makes the world go round? Money makes the world go round. Oh, very well then. To put it in my own words, magic is the essence and the soul of life, and the wizard is her poet. Actually, it was Merlin who said that first, but he used the term magician, not wizard. Fenris, there are times when you would look better as a newt. Why is that? Because newts can't talk. Neither can most rats. He's got a point, Erasmus. Oh my, it's hot in here. Is it true that a monster can't hurt you if you're carrying a torch? No, I don't think that's true. Actually, it depends on how fast you can carry it. Ha! Yeah. Let's talk more about magic. Who's Zara? Like, from the ground up, I have no idea what I'm asking you here. Zara has a real flair for the theatric. Her entrance at the magic shop is a bit showy, but effective. It's a pity she has no sense of humor. It just means she has good taste. I don't think I know I just skipped a line of dialogue, but I think it was just leading up to... Okay, what about Baba Yaga? Baba Yaga is good at curses and shape-changing spells. She has a nasty temper, and she doesn't believe in safe hex. So it's best to stay on her good side. You have to watch her. She cheats at cards. So do you. She started it first. Besides, I wanted her to get a taste of her own medicine. Shame she still beats you. I like these guys. Curses, though. What a... The curse Baba Yaga placed upon Baron von Spielburg was a fine example of creative cursing. Upon von Spielburg and all his clan, this is the curse I now demand. What I will shall come full measure, so shall ye lose all that you treasure. Of course, the problem that is for every curse, there's an equal and opposite counter curse. Oh yeah? Tell me more. A counter curse is a cure for a curse. It usually works against the one who cast the curse in the first place. The counter curse for the curse of the Baron goes: come my hero from the east, free the man from in the beast, bring the child from out the band, drive the curser from the land. So, to break the curse, a hero must get rid of Baba Yaga in addition to all the other things. It does not reflect well on Baba Yaga. Nothing reflects well upon that ogress. She has a face that would break anything but a magic mirror. A magic mirror? There are many types of magic mirrors. One of the more common types is the one that has a strange face popping up every so often. Reminds me of the one in the master bedroom. That's not magical. No, but it does have a strange face peering from it whenever you are in the room. At any rate, I used to have a nice magic hand mirror I misplaced around here somewhere. It could be used to reflect a spell back upon the caster. So, if you happen upon a small golden magic mirror with a dragon handle on it, you'll know it's mine. It was the flagon with the dragon. The mirror had a leer. Oh, that's right. Well, if you find a magic mirror with a face on it, you'll know it reflects spells. Great. Glad to hear that. Who's Arana? This entire segment of the game, I believe in the original with the text parser, would be demanding a little more of me. Like, I don't know that I could have even got in, because I had no idea who I was coming to visit. But from a small list of options, I managed to pick one of them. Never met her. I only built this vacation home here a century ago. Irana has a nice little magical meadow in her name northwest of here. Very respectable spellcaster, I imagine. The protection spell she cast over the town is fairly good, but I believe she missed a few places. You're just jealous, because the only thing anyone named after you was a soft drink. I thought that Erasmus's Razzle-Dazzle root beer was a wonderful name for a product. It's a shame the company went broke afterwards. Do you know the difference between a wounded Triceratops and a magic user casting the fly spell? No. Nope. One is a raging Saurus, and the other is a soaring Magus. I figured one was a dying wizard and the other was a flying wizard. That one makes more sense, Fenris. Sorry, Fenris, but he who tells the jokes gets to make up the punchlines. Yeah, of course. Yep. Protection spell. Arana's spell prevents the use of excessive violence or hostile magic within Spielburg's walls, with the exception of a couple places. And those might be... Looks to me as if she missed the back part of the alley, and the spell only applies to areas in town above the ground. Pretty shoddy if you ask me. Nobody asked you. To be fair, Fenrir. Actually, I guess I didn't ask about whether he thought it was good or not. What about any other spellcasters? Basically, anyone who uses magic is a magic user. Anyone who casts spells is a spellcaster. However, to be a wizard, you need to have undergone initiation into the Wizard's Institute of Technocery in the land of Shapir. Magicians and sorcerers are wizards who specialize. I myself strive to master all aspects of magic, unlike those narrow-minded specialists. You wouldn't want to lose your amateur standing after all. I prefer to think of myself as a dilettante. Does that mean you tease pickles? Dilettante, I get it. I just want to be clear. I get the rat's pun. So what's the initiation like? You need to complete your quest here before you can become initiated as a wizard. Oh yeah, so that's... You're telling me that's not going to happen until the sequel? I'm guessing that Quest for Glory 2 is set in Shapir, since that's the only other place that people keep talking about in this one. It's important for a magic user to know as many spells as possible. You never know just what might come in handy. Do you know what you get when a Tyrannosaurus running 25 miles per hour eastward meets another Tyrannosaurus running 15 miles per hour westward? No. No, I don't. Tell me, though. Tyrannosaurus Rex! Fine. I'll give you that one. Any commentary from the peanut gallery? No? Okay. Any thoughts on these brigands? I think further evidence for the Baron's son is the leader of the brigands theory was that the counter curse involves saying, get the child from out the band. You know, he's the leader of a band of brigands. They're supposed to have a warlock working with them. From what I've seen, he's more a nincompoop than a necromancer. Yeah. Hey, Fenris. What's there to say? For a rat, I'm a really great guy. Although for such a great guy, you're really a rat. He's got you there, Fenris. Erasmus is my familiar. Isn't that the other way around? Familiar is my Erasmus. Well, I've always found Erasmus to be overly familiar. No, I mean, aren't you my familiar? Tss, tss. All these years and you still don't know. Well, fellas. Should throw a save down, but check it out. We have picked up 4 points while we've been here. Did you hear the joke about the witch's broom? How many of these did they write? No, I didn't. That's odd. It's sweeping in the valley. Let's just brush that one aside, shall we? Alright, fellas. Great time. Wait. Not in my house, you don't. Okay. Good visit. How's my stamina after all that climbing? Yeah, not great. My vitality's gone up. Perhaps from the tea? Well, okay. Cool. That was an interesting aside. Yeah. That's excellent Muppet casting. That's definitely who we need. Erasmus has a bit of the Fozzie Bear in him too, but not so much like it wouldn't work for the character, like his voice or his style, but just the cheesy comedy. Okay, cool. I had just made a save called Visiting Erasmus. The visit is over. I thought maybe we could poke around his house a bit, but he's too good of a host for that. Okay, so from this 4-way forest, I think this is just going to be another forest juncture. Oh no, I misread this. This is not a four-way forest. Gotta update the map. This is an up, right, down forest. So the spot, this forest, you can't go left. Up and one screen over to the left, you can't go down. And then left and one screen down, you can't go right. We have a square that we can't access from 3 directions here, which makes me curious. Let's go down to a 4-way forest. Wait, no. It's not, is it? Or is it? What's going on here? Sir, I don't have time to be killed today in a battle that I should probably be able to handle. Alright, fine. Fine. Kill me. Alright. Just gonna flee bravely. Stop running, dude. You're gonna wear yourself out. Probably. Okay, back to walking. We're very tired. There's a down left forest. It's a ways to the meadow. I really want to get... If I'm forced to, I'll accept that I gotta go down to the meadow. But, okay, hold on. So this is another... Yeah, this is another upright down, isn't it? Can't go left. Noting that. Okay, so there's a little block here that can only be accessed from certain directions. Let's continue investigating. If I go down from there, 4-way forest. Ah, dude. Alright, fine. Dead from overwork. That's okay. Back to the visit. I guess before I get booted out of here, I might as well look around. I will say that when I saw his portrait, I did not think, yeah, this guy seems really serious and foreboding. It's a nice table. No, I didn't. Wow, that's some deep level punning. Yes, it's the columnation of your adventures so far. Ionic, isn't it? Cool. Okay. Let's get out of here. Thanks, Erasmus. Now we'll go back to the day 3. Okay. Let's see if I can just avoid that bandit on account of being exhausted. Hold on. Does eating food have stamina benefits? Let's find out. Tasteless but filling. Getting the job done. No. Sleeping is for stamina. Noted. Still probably good to eat now and then. I don't know exactly how hunger manifests. Upright down to a 4-way. And I'll head over into this empty block to the left. Oh, it's the healer. Right, yeah. Should have been able to work that out if I just looked in more detail at the map. I would have seen. But okay. So, healer. Very good. Suppose I should go in and ask her about Mandrake again. Well, what can I do for you this time? This time, my dear, I just wanted to ask you about... Oh, hold on. Yeah, Mandrake Root. There we are. Mandrake Root is used in a variety of spells, mostly for evil purposes. Mandrake must be pulled from a dead man's grave at midnight. The root is particularly powerful. Well, there's our answer. You know what? I could have thought of... British, if you're there. I could have just thought about Ultima for a moment and realized the answer to that. That is also how you have to pick Mandrake Root in Ultima 4. My extra 3 points of climbing? No. Not going to get the job done. Did that make me more tired? No. Well, that's a blessing. Wait a minute. I'm 15 climbing now. Trying and failing to climb is helping me improve. What if I just spam a few climbing attempts? I mean, that's practice, right? That's how you get better in real life. 18. And my agility went up, but my stamina is going down. Exciting. Okay. Let's continue exploring for now. Although the main thing I need to explore right now is where to sleep. Well, first. So what is this place? Farmer's Orchard. Great. Here's the orchard. And then forest all around. But this is a little segment of forest that's off on its own. So let's check it out. Or is it? Oh yeah. It's not. Because, hey, so this is three-way... No. Yeah. What's going on here? Oh no. Is there an error in the map? No? Up, down, left. Up, down, left. Okay. Can I go north from the healer? I've never tried. Oh, you don't have to stop raking on my account, sir. Oh, of course I can. Oh, right, the castle. Castle. Okay. All right. It's not a complete map yet. I haven't even mapped all the locations I've actually been to, but it's getting there. I didn't see a single rock I could pick up, but can I chuck an apple at these friggin' birds? Feels cruel. No. That's one of those things where adventure games, constricted mechanics can get frustrating because an apple is a projectile just as much as a small stone. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. If I go to the Centaur's Orchard, and then the transition to this screen, I think gets a in and out of it. It's got a different palette than a lot of these screens. So you really know, you see the transition much more. Wait, no, that's it. Here's the peaceful meadow. Let's sleep here in this nice, safe meadow. Get some stamina back. All night? Is it nighttime? Now it's nighttime. It's night 3. Alright, so. No, please, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight anybody. Oh no. I said I don't want to fight anybody. Gotta remember the way back. Here we go. So from here it's just south to the orchard. Boom. I have made it to the orchard. Is there anything here I can take when the centaur is not here? Seems like it would be cruel. Okay. Now, I come over here, get a little more climbing practice in. Did that one attempt to climb? I didn't even see how my stamina was after. Yeah? 19. Still just 19. Okay. Give it a rest for now. I mean, there's other climbing locations. Probably they're not any easier. The slippery rocks should not be easier than the tree with a clear, like, practically I'm not convinced that my guy shouldn't be able to climb this. But alright, here's the crossroads. Let's make our way to the graveyard. I'm going south. And south. Avoiding the cheetor. Okay, hold on. South and south. This is the one with the weird log. And then from here, 2 west and 2 north. I'll be back at the graveyard. Hopefully able to pick some mandrake root for the healer. Excuse me, terrifying bird monster. Excuse me, ghosts. Alright, of course. As the ghosts suck the life out of your body, and you crumble into the dust of the old graveyard, you think unspeakable thoughts of torture and torment, directed at vicious programmers and insidious game designers. But please buy our next game anyway. The Sierra folks had a sense of humor. They knew the frequent criticism they would be subjected to, but they were capable of getting a laugh about it. So good for them. Okay. You know what? Out of a desire to achieve something, I'm going back to those spitty plants. No thank you, Cheetor. Do they sleep at night, though? Hey, look at that. Joys of having a map. They sleep at night. That's a shame. Okay. Fine. Alright, so we have some problems that we need to solve. We have ghosts that will guard the graveyard, even though the only time we can get that mandrake root from the graveyard, that is a minor quest, but still it would be nice to achieve it. We have, lots of stuff going on. You know what? Here's what I want to mess around with next, actually. Let's restore back to just before I went to sleep. I'm going to sleep somewhere different this time. Wait, had I done any of my climb training? Yes, I had. Okay, I'm very tired. I'm going to go to the castle. Will he let me in to do the job again? Yeah. Job? Great. I would like to come in. Let's see. there's anything I can get up to. This is the one thing I did try to do at all in my previous attempt at Quest. Like, I played Quest for Glory for like an hour a year ago. Less than a year ago, but a while ago. And the one thing I really attempted to do was to sneak in here, find somewhere that I could sleep. And I found it. I was here at night. But where? How did I do it? Can I just go to sleep? It worked, but it didn't make it nighttime. What time is it now? Sunset approaches. Not a huge... Okay, probably don't have to transition that many screens at least. Hey, the guards aren't here. Can't climb the walls. Apparently can't knock on the door. That's a little frustrating. Okay. Can I enter the barracks? Oh, I can knock on this door. It's fruitless, but I can knock. Wagon. It's too heavy to move without a horse. Well, I know where there's a horse. I don't know. Excuse me, Mr. Horse. Parents' horses aren't for sale, of course. Horses like apples. If I give you an apple, will you come pull this wagon for me? No. But he liked it. Can I go in the stable? Only superficially. Alright. Manure is piling up. Could have made some money shoveling that. Can I leave the castle? Oh. Now I'm a master climber. But successful climbing did nothing for my skill. Can I climb back in? I can. Did that successful and active climb do anything for my climbing skill? No. But alright. Huh? We're learning. And come up to the door. Castle ground. Impressive up close, but it's dirty. Doors securely locked for the night. What's this? I think this is just a pixel error. But there's a single little blue pixel here. Which is frustrating. Makes you think you can do something. Okay. Very brief intermission here, folks, and I'll be right back. Hang tight. And we're back. Okay. Well, I've only scored 7 points so far. But I've also improved the character a bit. I found some stuff. I don't know what to do in the place. Actually, you know what? Oof. Faceplant. And then We're going back in. Now that it's officially night, is there anything else that can be done with the barracks? Like, what's this? Guards access the walkway through the towers? Can't do much with it. I'll answer the knock. Troops once proudly followed this crest. The building's appearance is deceptive. It evidently extends well into the castle wall. Looks like it has some 60 guards. It's an impressive castle. The castle has a garden area with a doorway leading from the castle keep. Is there a whole area here that I just hadn't noticed? No. Or if there is, I haven't clicked it successfully yet. No. Okay. Let's get out of here and return to the pressing task of continuing to map. And then when the sun has risen again, if I'm not getting anywhere with anything, we're going to go and take the easy way out with the spitting plants. We'll find out if that makes the Dryad upset with us. Okay. So I've explored some of the east on my own. But we may... Oh, no. Hostile intent is evident. Yeah, no. Nope. Alright, the thing's not chasing me. But I'm also already a little discombobulated from the stress of being chased. So let's set it back to walking. Okay. A left-right forest. What's that? Redwood. Spruce. It's not a palm tree. Heh. Okay. I think this is where I met the frost giant, right? But I need a reference point because running from that thing messed up my mapping. Crossroads. Okay. On the crossroads. Four-way. And going east we find three-way. And up, right, left forest. Going up, we find a four-way. And going up, we find a down left. And then, oh, excuse me, sir. I'm not in the mood to murder you right now. Actually, screw it. Let's either murder him or be killed. Yeah, getting tired. I know. Try to do it with the clicks. fine. Just kill me, dude. Just do it. Just get it over with. I got close. Okay, well, I mean, I hadn't done anything with mapping, so besides the mild inconvenience of having to walk, no major inconvenience here. Okay, down from the meadow, there's the troll cave. And I'll just go into a battle, which I'll immediately flee from, heroically. Did I gain any fleeing points for that? I hope. It's my greatest combat skill so far, is my fleeing. Yeah. Oh, you chirp. Just you wait till I find a rock. Okay. South from the healer is the crossroads. If I go east and north, oops, and east and north, and this time I'll write it down. Let's say down, left, forest. Very good. Let's go south. We'll get this place mapped yet. East. Oh. Whoops. Uh-oh. Right. This guy talks in... Right. He wants a lot of food, which I do not have for him. Yet. What of the Northlands? Yes. I'm not going to fight you, sir. I'm going to find a way to give you lots of food. Or possibly get better at fighting and come back and fight you. But probably not. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Back at the healer now. So from the healer... 3 east of the healer is the Frost Giant Cave. Noting that. No, wait. Oh, God. Alright. The appearance of enemies while you're trying to map can be very frustrating. Okay, east of the healer is 4-way forest. East of that is a 4-way forest. Game froze. Alright, fine. We'll close the game and start it over. Seems lucky it's charming. It's trying on my last nerve right now. Okay. Probably more the heat than anything. Okay. Sierra, we see the shiny. It's very shiny. We're very impressed. We continue. Sure. Continue on night 3. And here we go. No, not east. That's the troll cave. West. And then all the way south, the Centaur Garden. You know what? Ah, jeez. If he keeps following me, yeah, I ought to fight him, right? And get a couple of parries in before I go off on him. Okay. Great. Excellent. 9 silvers. A wealthy little goblin. Hopefully I gained some parry skill there. Heck yeah, I did. I gained a lot. Better save. Of course, took most of my stamina to beat that little goblin to death. Okay. Let me pause a moment. I'm going to take a look at my map and see... Oh, there's plenty of gaps to be dealt with. I'm just trying to decide exactly where I want to deal with them. You're at the crossroads. I'm just going to go straight south. There's the weird log. Hey, is the weird log different at night? No. Which really wants me to know. There's nothing important. Okay. Right. So this was where the Loch Ness Monster showed up briefly. I called it in the map Loch Ness Lake. And I do know that the loch in Loch Ness means lake. But this lake I am naming Loch Ness Lake on account of, you know, our deal here with having met the Loch Ness Monster here. Okay. Let me take a look around. See my reflection in the crystal clear waters. Ah, okay. Fine. It's Mirror Lake. Can I reach into the water? I can drink the lake water. Should I get a flask of it? I don't have an idea of why I would want to do this. And I didn't get any points for it. But I've done it. Let's save. Let's save in this brave new world where I've got some lake water. Running. Hostile intent is evident. Oh yeah? Well, how about my cowardly intent? Is that evident enough for you? It seems very unlikely to me that I'm now good enough to climb this. And I gotta stop running. I'm gonna wear myself out. Did that help my climb skill? It did. I'm a 20 now. Can I spam it a little? Yes, significantly. All right, let's keep working this. A great triumph. You could tell that I knew what I was doing because I looked for a good place to climb. It only took this guy. It took a lot of effort. I had to get more than twice as good as I was at climbing before I came up with the idea that maybe it's easier to climb in certain spots than others. Okay. Now we're up here. We're saving that enormous feat. That didn't boost my climbing. Because it's too easy. Okay. So. That's true, British. And I didn't even gain any points. And yet, we've climbed. It feels glorious, Cedric. I agree. Let's, whatever. Let's see. Does this door just open? You knock thrice. A voice from inside says, "Just a minute, just a minute. Please move away from the door." Does he mean just up here? Oh, hello. Go on in. Man, that's a narrow ledge up there. Okay, so that was a gag injury, and we got 6 points for that. Hello, how are you? Have we met before? I'm Henry the Hermit, that's me. My father was an hermit. My mother was a hermit. Says I come by my job rightly. You look like a hermit, my man. Don't have too many visitors, hermits don't, you know. Part of the job description. Oh, I see a new face, though. Good to hear another speaking besides myself. So, what can I do for you? If it's good to hear someone else speaking, maybe the hermit life is not for you, sir. I don't know what you can do for me. But I'm going to save just in case I offend you and you club me to death or eat me or something. I'm not saying all hermits are cannibals. Actually, let me take a look around. If you don't mind, sir. Yeah, seriously, this guy's living in class. This is, like, fine. I'd be a hermit. Like, the rent's probably great. Hermit staff. Yeah. 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 Okay. Large staff. Cot. Fire. Henry. His official name is apostrophe Henry. I like that. That is definitely not the hermit staff. The cave is cold and clammy, and it smells like mildew and wet dog hair in here. The walls are covered in phosphorescent fungus. The fungus grows eerily in the cave's dim light. It's a creepy cave. But it's not. It's lovely. Bioluminescent fungus is just the thing if you happen to be a cave hermit. So what was your name again? I'm Henry. Henry the Eighth, I is. My father was an Henry, and his father was an Henry, and his father was an Henry, and his My man. Yeah, I'm just gonna... We get it. And everyone was an hermit. How about that? Tell me about the hermiting life. An hermit is one what lives alone, far away from them what talks too much or asks too many questions. Hermits are shy, quiet types what don't say much. Me brother Harry hardly does a word in a year. Me sister Hortense hasn't spoken since she was 6. Or never talks at all. Yes, we hermits know how to keep a mouth shut. So how'd you get this sweet cave? Well, it's dark and damp, and the water roars, so there's not a moment's quiet. The ceiling drips and the walls are slimy and it's always cold. But oh well, says I, it's home. You like your family? My family lives pretty far apart from each other. We're all hermits, you know. I do know that. You just told me. You got a waterfall up there. This is what's called the Flying Falls. I've done some flying falls around here myself. Porch gets slippery sometimes. Yeah, no kidding. I just busted my own skull. Like, I should probably, I know that it's not going to happen in this game, But in reality, my guy should not sleep for a while. Real chance of, pour one out for the late, great Bob Saget. Real chance of just dying. If he goes to sleep for a while. He's got to let that concussion heal. You ever thought of installing a ladder? Oh no, some magic. Erasmus the Wizard taught me some spells. He's what put the spell on my lattice so the brigands don't get up. Then what climbs the rocks gets a door opening in the nose. What ladder? I didn't see a ladder. Tell me about Erasmus. I've met him, but I think in a sequence-breaking way. He's my friend, Ian Fenris. Powerful wizard he is. I hear his house is something to see up north. I don't make it out much, and he's pretty busy, so I don't see him too often. But when we do all get together, you can be sure we'll have fun. We loves to play games, we do. And what about Fenris? Fenris is Erasmus's familiar, is that the other way around? Nobody knows. Erasmus's favorite game is the Mage's Maze. You have to be a magic user to play it, though. Erasmus is awful good at it. There's a whole page for that in the manual. A little mini game that I'll never get to play. Until probably I play this again a second time as a mage. Because it'll be more fun, I think, to carry a magic user through the whole game. I just thought, and I'm confident anybody watching would probably agree, for my first time, it's good to have smashed the flowers, to get to see like the really clumsiest solutions. It's good for me to have access to those right now. What spells do you know? Spells what I know is pretty simple maybe, but I like them. I can make me ladder show up, me door close, even get rid of pests using the trigger spell, you see? The trigger spell? It's the spell what sets off all the spells. Like, when you want to see the ladder, you cast a shit trigger. And there you have it, large as life. Of course, you've got to have a spell on the invisible ladder to make it visible first. But it has its uses. I think I have a scroll with the spell if you be knowing some magic, that is. Free scroll. I don't know any magic, but thank you. This is how my future magic user will learn the trigger spell. Scroll. If you want to learn the spell, please to share it with you. It's just getting molten in me hiding place. You want it? Yes. Oh, I think you've given too little magic for it to be any use to you. Yeah, that's true. But thank you. I got the 2 points for something else throughout this conversation. What do you know about the brigands? Nasty sorts, they is. I sees them sneaking around the woods all the times. Other than the warlock, I has nothing to do with them. But you have something to do with the warlock? He's not so bad. Got a sense of humour, yes. I get the giggles just to think of him. He's come by at times to chat. Bought the meal what I bought from Erasmus, he did. Damn it. I was hoping to use that against him. No, obviously I get it from him and use it against Baba Yaga. The mirror? A magic mirror of reflection it was. If you use it, when a nasty spell was cast at you, it was what sent you back at the one who cast it. Do unto others, I says. Yeah. No kidding. Well. Anything else of note here? Single candle. Shit. Every hermit ought to have a few urns around, says I. Yeah, you need a good supply of urns. Alright, we're officially 1/5 of the way through the game. Well, hey, it's been real, man. Well, if you haven't been needing a place to stay the night in the area, I'd be willing to put you up the night with some rations and a couple games of cribbage. Thank you. Can we get down easily? No. There's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. Have I lost a lot of health from these falls? No, not a lot. Okay. Okay. Great. Now, I wonder... Oh, buddy, I'm sorry. But your hostile intent is evident. And I would like to get some parrying practice in. And now some killing practice. Got him. Scored some silvers. How did we develop from that? Quite well. I'm getting more skilled at parrying, so perhaps I'll eventually be able to use it against a serious enemy. Getting better in every stat except intelligence and magic. Getting tired, yeah, no shit. You know what? Excuse me, Henry. Are you serious? Amazing. It was just one lucky roll. Although my climbing is getting even better. I'm as good now at climbing as I am at using a weapon. But okay. I'm going to die if I cannot make it back to the meadow of sleep. So let me try. Healer. Hey, bird. I'll be ready to mess with you actually pretty soon, I think. I hope. Using the non-standard fighter solution, since I'm infuriatingly incapable of finding a stone to pick up off the ground. Run, buddy. Oh, no, I don't. Ah. Love being in the meadow of safety. Alright. Let's, okay. Hurting for health and really hurting for stamina. I'm just about to die. Let's eat some rations. Tasteless, but they're filling. Does that heal health at all? No. In that case, probably I would get messages saying you are getting hungry before hunger became an issue. At any rate, nothing to do really but sleep the night away. Boom. And how'd that do for me? Fully healed. Great. Now it's day 4. So yeah, once again, it is a time limit game. This is not going well. But it's going well in the sense of I'm learning about the world. So if I do have to do another run, it'll go much faster. Okay. Now. In the daytime, I want to go to the seed spitter plants. So that's south, west, southwest. That's not hard. Do that right now. South, west. You fool. You're forcing me to kill him. No, I won't kill him. South and west. Okay. Before we settle for violence, I like that it, like here it's clearly just telling me climbing could be the solution. It could. You can't do it. But a real climber could. How much... I still... No. Didn't get any climbing. Alright. Well, in that case, I choose violence. I don't know why I'm saving. Sorry, pal. Alright. Now I'm less advanced towards the solution, but we'll immediately test this with the Dryad tree. So where's the stag? How do I get to the stag from here? Let's see. Okay. And the seed splitter plants. South. Okay, wait. Where is this? Oh, yeah. So I go south, and then west, and then it's straight shot south. So let's do that. South, west. I'll pass on fighting a dinosaur. South, 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 south. Oops, I've startled him, but I won't do it a second time. So we'll approach from this direction. Everyone be very quiet. We don't want to disturb it. Ah, I startled him by looking at him too hard. But he's not running. That might have been a mistake message. Let's see if we can follow him. No. I did startle him. Startle him just as, I presume, he was about to do the thing I wanted him to do. Will this work again? Oh no. Can I just talk? Will the Dryad tree just talk to me with... Oh, here's the stag. Don't startle him. Whatever works. Whatever gets you to the church on time. Beautiful animal. Beautiful tree spirit. I have brought you a seed. Now we're up above 100. You tell the Dryad, no amount of persuasion can convince the flowers to relinquish the seed easily, so I was forced to hack my way to the seed with my weapon. Was it possible to talk to the flowers? I should have tried that. You did what? You've destroyed the plant that was to be preserved. As you have destroyed, so shall you now become. And that is why I didn't save. Okay. So, violence is not the answer. Go figure. But they're not going to talk to me. Doesn't seem likely that I can... Okay. Come on. He's done it. We're going to save that accomplishment. It's not... Dude. This is why we saved the accomplishment. Come on, spit the seed to the middle plant. Spit the seed to the middle plant. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's not the flowers. Oh, okay. Just stay like this. Yes. All right. Feels good. Feels great. I will. A subtler hero would have just not told the Dryad spirit in the first place that he'd hacked the plants apart. A calmer Dryad might have noticed that if she has the magical ability to turn things into plants, and okay, what did I say? South, west, and then way south. Yeah, certainly don't. Although I'm a fighter, I'm multi-classed because I'm a fighter climber. Not quite a full-on thief fighter. But man, I'm really glad now that I decided to dump those 10 points into climbing when I created this dude. Oh, come on, White Stag. Or did I just startle it to the next screen? No. Okay. Mess around with this a little more for the White Stag. No luck. Okay. What if... Okay, there we go. No. Stop moving, dude. Well, this is great news. Solving puzzles. It feels great. I was always... I loved this genre when I was a kid, especially because like my family didn't have a computer until a while into my life. So whenever I had a chance at someone else's to play, like, yeah, King's Quest V, give it to me. Makes no sense, and I can't solve any of the puzzles. But it just felt great to be wandering around these worlds. I was intrigued by text parsers. So like the older text-based ones, very cool, even though I also was not good at them. Like, I was bad enough at them that, you know, if anyone knows the Hugo games, like Shareware, Text Parser, Sierra Adventure Game imitations, done entirely by one dude. Yes, I have. Now, this will boldly grow where none has grown before. Heed my words, friend of the forest, and heed them well. Friend, you must know that there is an evil in this valley which perverts the ways of nature. The prophecy says that a hero will bring a young human from out of this darkness. If you are the one to accomplish this task, here is a potion to break enchantments, which the healer can make for you. You must gather these ingredients. So, very important to take notes here. So hopefully this doesn't scroll too fast. Oh good, it's not auto-advancing. Thanks for that, Dryad. Okay. I can do that. That part's easy. Green fur. That part is easy. Fairy dust. That part is easy. A magic acorn? Damn it. Well, where am I going to get that? I'd like this recipe better when it was all just things I'd already found. And flying water. What? Oh, wait a minute. Flying water. Water from the Hermit's Flying Falls, right? Farewell, friend. I must return to my concentration. May the forest forever surround you. You see an acorn fall slowly to the ground. You pick up the Dryad's gift of a magic acorn. I've solved the magic acorn quest. Only 1 point, but I've been agonizing over that ever since I heard of this magic acorn. Okay. Do I... Yeah. And I thought... I was like, wow, the Hugo games. You know, these are just as good as King's Quest. Because I have access to them when I finally got a computer. Because, you know, you just buy... Like, convince your mom to buy you a $10 Great Adventures CD-ROM compilation in 1996. And it's got all the Hugos and a bunch of crap and, like, nothing that exciting. Okay, but yeah, okay, so I've got the green fur, got the magic acorn, got the fairy dust. I can get the flowers easily enough. I need flasks. We need more flasks. So that focuses the mind to the extent that my mind is ever focused. Ah, man. You made a map. Why did you decide, I gotta go to Spielberg, and then just start walking randomly from school? It's because of the thing you just were commenting on. Search your heart, you know it to be true. But, looking at the map. Combat. Goblin training zone. I can just go east from here back to the healer. And that'll get me back to town pretty quick. Let's go. 116 points now. Especially when you consider that most of the points I earned the first day, even though I earned 85 points, most of those points were doing the basic things at the start of the game. Points. Well, I mean, geez, while we're passing here, we might as well see if we can save the day for our healer friend. Yeah, we can. Don't worry, don't worry. I did it. Okay. When he started sidling, I was like, oh no, please don't be an agility roll and I fall and this is the fall that kills him. It wasn't. And look at that. Better at climbing, a little bit smarter. Not that much smarter, but actually a fair bit smarter. No, that's only 1 point, isn't it? At any rate, smart enough to remember that you have read the solution to this puzzle more than once before you ever played the game. Well then, let's claim our reward. Come on in. Ah, I tell her all about the potion. So you helped the Dryad, that's nice. She does keep the forest around here healthy. So that's how to make a dispel potion, is it? Thanks for letting me know. You're welcome. Would you also like to have your beloved ring back? Oh, thank you for finding my ring. How I've missed this. Here are 6 golds and 2 healing potions for your reward. That's great, my dear. Thank you. Whoa! You put the reward away and tell her she is welcome as you leave to avoid being kissed again. Yeah, madam. Consent. 129. We're racking up points now. How's my money situation? 9 golds and 61 silvers. Let's go buy some flasks. I believe, if I remember correctly, Door's locked. What is that store again? Barbershop. It's just the... Is it the dry goods store where I can buy flasks? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice you coming in. I'm going to save because I've briefly forgotten the secret of buying. I think it's just give him the money and then he'll ask me what I want, right? Yes. 500 silvers for an armor. Well, I'm nowhere close to that because that's like 50 golds, right? Take one flask. I mean, there's no good reason not to take a few. I got a bunch of silvers. Terrific. We are well stocked for flasks. Let's go ahead and... Okay. What are these? Oh, the healing potions. Flask fairy dust. Water-filled flask, but it's not the special water. And empty flasks. Going to take care of the lake water by drinking that lake water. Alright. So I've solved all 3 of the climbing tasks that I was aware of, which is satisfying. Let's go get the flying water. And the flowers. I'll do the water first. Remind me. Me? Look at your notes. Where's the hermit? South-southwest. South-southeast. South-southeast. East of the weird log. It's his signboard. Okay. Here we are. Let's take an empty bottle. Alright. And I got points for it. Confirming the theory, although I was pretty confident in the theory. I don't think I've ever had an idea that has as fully enhanced my enjoyment of gaming, and especially of particular games that I've wanted to play but haven't played, than when I decided to start streaming. Because, among other things, the blind Let's Play idea keeps me honest. I do not know how much of any Sierra game I could play on my own, fully resisting the urge to say, alright, okay, just get me over this hump. Who wants to fight? Who wants it? Oh, buddy. Alright. Yes! 9 silvers. Bit by bit, we're earning that suit of armor. Made me smarter. And I got better at parrying and a little bit better with my weapon. Probably as those stats go up, I can be more successful even in the one fight that I understand on some level the tricks of. Is it still? Yeah, I was still holding the empty flask, but let's doesn't work. What was the trick with the flowers? Was it just picking them? Yes. Jeez. For some reason I thought that I had put the flowers in the bottle the first time around. Okay. I don't know which enchantment I want to dispel. I have not found a glowing gem to help our skull friend feel better about himself. And I don't have the mirror. So I gotta find this warlock first. Gotta deal with the brigands before Baba Yaga, perhaps. Makes sense. If banishing Baba Yaga is how I get the curse off the Baron, makes sense that would be a late game kind of deal. Don't know why they make saving so easy when your computer is far better at processing than any computer that they ever thought would be running this game at the time. I feel bad for her pet in that I've scared away his... Will she ever come back? So... But what about the... My dear? Told her about the recipe. I guess it's good that I saved. I guess, what if I start by offering her the magic acorn? You still need... Okay, so I gotta give the things to her one at a time. And she already has the flowers from before. That's good. I'm glad she remembered that. Oh yeah. You need those other things that I also have? I'd be happy to share. Yeah, that's my fairy dust. Found this green fur from a friendly meep. Oh, you'd like to meet them? Well, hold on, my dear. They're just, Oh, the directions would be a little complicated. But if you go west all the way past the combat training zone, and then south and then west again, you can meet the meeps yourself. It's not that long a walk. And then the flying water. Flying water. How clever. It was clever. I felt very clever when I instantly figured that out. It'll take a while to make. Why don't you come back later? How about I watch you? I just gave you all my valuables. No. Alright, this is great. The Dispel Potion is underway. For whatever I might need it for. Wicked. Great. Very good. Okay. What am I going to do now? I'm going to correct an error that I can see in my own map. I had written down that the Antwerp screen was an up left, but I know that it's an up and a right. And I should go down there. That's in the direction, of course, of the bandit camp. But I can't remember what else was or wasn't there. So let's check it out. How do I get there again? Here's the crossroads. South to the weird log screen. Actually, I see some other blank. Sorry, buddy. I'll kill you later. Is she here on this? Oh, okay. I wrote down that the stag was on a 4-way forest screen. He's clearly not. So let me correct that. Oh no. Whoops. I'm a fool. Okay. Corrected the record for my own purposes. Okay, so south from here is the Antwerp. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta fix this map. This one's 4-way. And this one's the 3-way. Okay. Alright. Let's go back to our bouncy buddy. Boingy boingy. No response. Of course not. Rarely seen. I see this thing literally every time I walk past here. Okay. A simple left-right forest. Head to the right. I don't know if there's going to be anything notable before I've hit the bandit camp. But here we have a left, a down and left forest. Heading south, yeah. We have another elbow. In this case, and up left forest. And then it's the bandit camp, isn't it? Which means I should do this. In fact, let's see if I'm any better. I'm probably not, but we'll try. There we go. I just needed that opening. I just needed that moment where the fool just lets me hit him again and again. 6 silver coins. Hardly seems worth it. But I've improved at various things. I'll take it, even though I'm nigh exhausted. And then, I believe, bandit camp. Got a bad feeling. Even worse of a feeling. Excuse me, gentlemen. Just gonna write down on my map here where your secret hideout is. If you could just stay your arrows for a moment. Say bandit camp entrance, since I assume there is another screen to the left. At least one more screen to the left with the bandit camp itself. Unless the bandit camp is like what both the castle and town must obviously be like. Oh wait, no. Castle gate. Updating the map. So I didn't write down the castle. Which is obviously the one screen above the castle gate. Is the 3 or possibly more screens of the castle. Okay, fellas. Can we talk about this? I doubt we can. No response. What about you? Nope. Excuse me. You? Nope. Buddy? No. Are you? You? No. Do you have anything to say? No. Excuse me, sir. No. I really had a good feeling about the third last one there. A brigand ground fighter. Yet another brigand archer, and this one's wearing his archery merit badge. One bad dude, but is he a bad enough dude to save the president? Nah. Zulu warrior. He does not look in any way like a Zulu warrior, but okay. Sierra loves to just slide plugs for their games into their other games. Okay. And of course, advancing just gets me shot with arrows. Wait. No. Can't just climb up. There's definitely a better way to accomplish it, I would say. Okay. So, a ring of invisibility. I assume the wizard does get in there with some kind of spell. I assume the thief can sneak. Is there any chance that these fools, like, don't work night shift because they're out prowling the forest? I could try just coming back at night. Hey, wait a minute. No, sir. I don't have it in me to fight another one of you. But there's totally a way to the east here that I didn't notice, isn't there? There's not. If you'll excuse me, sir. Nope. He won't. Aha! Boing, 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 boing. Humble Antwerp, noble Antwerp, I appeal for your protection. Getting tired, getting hurt. I've got healing potions, though. In fact, I can probably afford to buy a few healing potions from the healer. And she had other potions, too. I ought to go back to the healer. Anyways. That's just all the more reason to go. So, okay. Antwerp. This is where we would meet the stag. This is the mirror up, left, right forest. This one should also be an up, left, right forest. No, this is the weird log. Oh, okay. I see where the map's gone screwy. Let me double check this. Weird log. And up, left, right. And up, left, right. No, never mind. My map is impeccable. No, it's not. Hold on. Up, left, right. Up, left, right. Four-way forest. Okay. Okay. And then all of these just need to be moved over one. Okay. Now it's all okay. Great. Fix the map. But then, what was I doing? All the way right to the weird log. And then north to the healer. I didn't go all the way to the weird log at all. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, it hasn't been used in some time. Am I strong enough now? No, that's not what this is about. You can feel the holes. Yeah. Like, there's got to be something about this. As a fighter, shouldn't I just be trying to bash more things apart with my sword? Not in this case, but sure does seem like there could be cases of this working. Now, this has got to be like hiding a way into the town or something like that. Maybe? But why would that matter? I don't know. Also, there must be underground areas in the town. If Erasmus was laughing at the expense of oh yeah, this jerk. I remember you. I don't want to talk to you because I really don't like you. Okay. Is my potion ready? Here is the potion of dispel. Excellent. Okay. Save with that. 150. Feeling good. Feeling good about that. Okay. Now, if I offer you money, you'll remind me what potions you make. Okay. But what was the potion about the undead? Undead unguent. What's my monetary situation again? 9 gold and 70 silver. So it's almost all my money to buy the undead unguent. But so I'm not going to buy it right now. But would that potion protect me? Oh, I can ask her. Yep. There. That's how to get the mandrake root. So, let's do it. Let's buy it. I hope it will help you. Okay. So where am I at? Where am I going? What do I want to do right now? I don't know what the Potion of Dispel is for, but it's good that I have it. I want to take a look here at the map, just to see if there's any obvious blanks that I haven't explored yet. Looks like the little area by the frost giant. Like, I haven't written down which one of the... There's the one screen with the frost giant. There's the one screen that seemed blank last time I was there, but it was a special screen nonetheless. So why don't I try this stuff? Easy enough. Because it's just east from where I am. 4-way. A 4-way. A frost giant cave. Excellent. My hope, sir, is that it doesn't come down to violence here. But if it does come down to violence, I'm not ready for it. So either way, I'll take my leave of you for now. Okay, put him down. And there's a blank in the map that is inaccessible directly above the frost giant cave, assuming then that in his cave is a single. His cave must be a single screen. As opposed to a teleport. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. The single screen could in itself be a teleport to a multiple place. Okay. And then here I am, just in a snowy little part of town. What do I see? Ash. Christmas. Or maybe scrub oak. Do you really care what kind of tree this is? I don't know. Late frost of winter give way to the greenery of spring. There's the crisp smell of cedar in the air. This forest seems to be unusually still and quiet. Oh, this is just the way into town. A shoe tree. See, it could be a Sierra thing that you get, you know, the you get a shoe out of a shoe tree, right? Okay, I think my plan here, first of all, this is an unusually quiet place. What will happen if I just try to sleep here? I'm just going to do that and then load the save. I'm curious if something will happen. Yeah, I can do the 60 minutes, no problem. But that can happen sometimes in a dangerous spot. I've become smarter recently. That's good. Okay. So, what do I... Okay. What are the things right now that I could... Okay, so the graveyard, obviously. If it's night again, I can go to the graveyard. And that will have its obvious benefits. The I don't think that going to the bandit camp at night is going to get around their defenses, but I guess it could. There are places in town where violence can happen. But why does that matter? I don't know. Let's go to town first, which is directly to the west, and just poke about. I should also talk to the guildmaster again and refresh my memory on his dialogue about killing an antfer. Because that might be there might be a hint there about how to kill an antfer. Head 85. I would need to score 20 more points today to have a steady clip of progress. Although, again, the 85 points I scored last week were much easier to earn than the 65 points I've scored thus far today. That's the inn, of course. So the guild is this way? Is there any reason for me to go in the magic shop? I mean, I still might as well go. He wakes up. Ah, I was so busy. I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome. It is so seldom that we have new adventurers in here. Most people think this valley is cursed. My friend, we've met. But you're a sleepy fellow. There we go. What can I ask him about? That will... Schultz Meisterson? Oh yeah, that's the sheriff. No. I want to... Yes, I know that's her. The guild master? Yes, I know that's her. Okay, this is your guild hall? Yes, I know. We've talked about this, sir. There we go. Monsters. Can't ask him about the antfer. Maybe if I ask about the trophies. Yes. This valley was overrun by those odd monsters one year. Schultz and I fought long and hard to rid the valley of the things. We might have failed even so, had it not been for those two peculiar tourists who came to our aid. And... they said they were from some place called Andromeda. It must be someplace south of here, I guess. They were certainly odd. Oh yeah. So, Roger Wilco and... Is there another character in Space Quest? Sounds like a Space Quest reference. Look at the bulletin board again for a moment. Okay. Yeah. Find the... I've done that. Ah, that was the big money. Bring the daughter back, or bring... Oh, the Brigand Warlock. We're done. Yeah, okay. So I think the big first step here, for me, or the next step, is to go in here, actually. There's not really any point. Where's the proprietor? Does she just appear? Oh, right! Right! I should have remembered that. I was just reading about Space Quest the other day. Whoo! I am Sarah, and my companion is Damiano. Yeah, I need to subtly switch up my accent work. I don't feel like she's a Spielbergian native. My accent work, famously subtle. Tell me about yourself. I am both human and fairy folk. I draw my power from both. My name is Zara. This is my shop. The fairy folk. We are a people of power and magic.
and live in the forest far beyond the mountains to the west.
You have power.
Power is the essence of magic, that which the wizard shapes and is shaped by.
Yeah, no kidding. And Damiano?
Damiano is both my familiar and my friend. We share our lives and our magic.
A familiar?
A familiar is a creature of magical abilities, which has been summoned to serve the wizard. The summoning of a familiar is a most powerful spell and can be cast but once. It binds the wizard and the familiar to the ends of their lives. The more powerful the wizard, the more powerful the familiar, although you cannot always judge power by a familiar's shape.
Erasmus is very powerful. Fenris is more powerful than he appears. So you do magic. I don't have the skill. Okay. Neat. Erasmus, you say?
Erasmus is a wizard and a spellcaster who knows much about this area. He lives in a tower northeast of town, at the top of a steep mountain called Zauberberg. He can be very helpful if approached properly, but he has a strange sense of humor.
I won't be buying that.
There are many entrances to the halls of magical mystery in the south. After you have gained skill and a good reputation in magic, you should journey south. If you are indeed worthy of being a wizard, you will find a way to those halls.
Well, I'm definitely not.
Master the arts arcane. Use those skills to vanquish the evil curse, and you will become a true hero.
What do you think of this town?
There is much magic in this world for those who know how to use it. There is magic in this little town, and a good deal of magic in this valley.
Oh yeah? What about the town?
There is an aura protecting this town from danger. Within most of its walls, there can be no act of violence or cruel magic. Even so, it is prudent to avoid dark places.
Aura?
An aura is a spell of protection surrounding something. The town is still protected by the aura cast by the great spellcaster Erana.
She of the flowers. What about the valley as a whole?
There is much power in this valley, and it attracts those who use magic. I am here. Erasmus is his house on Zauberberg, and even Baba Yaga has her hut cooped up somewhere around here.
And Erasmus is... Yeah, you told me this. Baba Yaga.
She is a powerful and wicked hag. You would be wise to avoid her. She cursed the Baron von Spielburg when he tried to drive her away.
Ironically, driving her away is the way to break the curse.
Baba Yaga's hut is magical. It stands on chicken legs, and you must know the rhyme to enter.
And? She doesn't know the rhyme. Doesn't matter. The skull told me. Unless he's, messing with me. Which he very much could.
This is Baba Yaga's curse, cast upon the Baron years ago. Upon von Spielberg and all his clan, this curse I now demand. What I will shall come full measure, so shall you lose all that you treasure. There is always a way to break a curse. Possibly Erasmus knows more about this.
Seems quite possible. Since I've spoken to him, and he did.
He was once a great leader of this land, until he was foolish enough to anger Baba Yaga.
Yeah. Alright. Pleasure talking to you, my dear. It was nice to meet you. I don't think that, there's much more for us to say. Got a point for finally meeting her. Hey! The old lady's not there. Does that matter at all? Probably not. No one seems to be home and the door is securely locked. I think I just saved. I'm saving again because I'm curious. Oops, not again. Can I bash the door? Can I chop the door down? Despite your intentions, you feel a calmness and a sense of peace descend upon you, as you even consider thoughts of violence. Oh, right. Is the window open? Someone is watching me. Okay. I don't know if it matters at all if the old woman is gone, but I was curious. Okay. Anything new in the inn? Might as well. Nah. Just the usual. I like the way that, hey, it's just getting late in the day. That's all that's happening here. No, I'm not trying to go into the office without permission. I wanted to, okay. Fine. Hello, Hilda. Door is locked, of course. Yeah, what's going on with dark places here? Let's go in the alley. Right, I've been here. Oh, you want some alms, do you? Sorry, pal. I'm just looking around. Curious marks on the north ends of the buildings. Okay. And what was this again? Is this a place? Ah. It's an abandoned place. It's all shut. This is the tavern. Where everyone's a jerk, right? Oh. Pick up the note. Jeez, I missed this on the way through. Smooth the piece of paper and read.
B. Starting to get suspicious. Hold off on our meetings for a bit, but I'll keep you posted by these notes. Signed, B.
Okay. Drunken barber. Goon. Ignores me. Oh, just if I ask him too many questions, he's going to kill me. Oh, he just threw me out. Well, that's not so bad. Was I severely damaged by it? I don't think so, because I already had a bunch of damage. Well, I can't say that I wasn't warned. Alright, the butcher and the baker are both out of business. Locked doors. Can't bash them down. I mean, I haven't been in the town at night. There might be other things to do in that regard. What time is it? Approaching sunset. Okay. I want to do the 2 nighttime ideas that I had as my wrap-up acts for the week. 7 more points, and the Mandrake Root might be them. and I've achieved the dream. It's close enough to sunset, and I might be able to literally walk towards the graveyard and just have time pass. Not even have to sleep in the dirt. South. West. Uh-oh. Pardon me, sir. Do not want to fight a Saurus Rex at the moment. Eventually, I want to fight it. I believe I can get 1 point if I remember correctly from last week. I'm getting 1 point every time I kill a monster for the first time, which I would guess is a fighter-specific score thing. Like probably the wizard gets 1 point for every first time he casts a spell, and then what would the thief be if my theory is correct? I don't know. All these locked doors, maybe it's just every time you lockpick one of the doors. Who knows? Okay. Yeah, so this is the graveyard, right? Yep. We found it. But I need night to fall. Sunset approaches. I mean, I could take a big risk. It's not that big. When you have a save game, it's not that big a risk. Can I just sleep for an hour in this dangerous spot? Yep. And it's night. Alright, night 4. Here we go. This must be Dispel. Yeah. Healing. Empty flasks. Undead Anjouan. Anjouan. Or whatever, I don't know. I'd be lying if I said I knew how to pronounce the word. I obviously don't. Alright. I rub it all over my body. And I go for it. Hey, fellas. Haha. Can't get me. But it's not nighttime yet. I mean, it's not midnight. It's obviously nighttime. It's just got to be quite literal. Quite literally midnight, I think. Night is still young. There it is. Oh, heck. You only live as many times as you feel like loading the save. But I can't rest. Too impatient. Well, let's investigate the bandit camp. From here, south, west, south. The Antwerp still going all night. Trying to think, is the Space Quest developer reference somehow a hint? If it is, it's a hint that depends on me having Space Quest knowledge. I do not think this is going to work. No, go figure. They even post a guard at night. Now, leave it alone, buddy. You don't want it, I don't want it. Hey, pal. The vigorousness of his bouncing does amuse me pretty much every time I see it. Okay. Saving again because a little time has passed. But, alright. So it would be east and then north. Of course, the ghosts are out in force. Hey, fellas. Night is still young. Passage of time. A tricky thing indeed. Alright, well, let's... Fine. Fine. I'll fight you. Oh, come on. Didn't even play his stabbing animation and I took damage there. Hey. He is dead. 19 silver coins! Very nice. Okay, how did I come out of that? Better at things! And, fingers crossed, sleepy enough, perhaps, to pass a little time here? Or, I mean, what time is it now? Night is still young. Feel better? Middle of the night. So, my hope is that that's as specific as it is when it says, get the stuff at midnight. If I have to literally interpret how night is young and the passage of time in this game leads to the actual hour of midnight to solve this puzzle, I'm going to be very displeased. Wait a minute. Am I even in the right spot? No, but... No. Ah, but... No. What have I done? Oh, wait. Is it right here? No. Where am I? How did this happen? Just keep going south till you get somewhere. Okay. Back to the Antwerp. I can work it out from here. Okay. Antwerp. Bang. One to the right and then north. Okay. I was just too far west. One to the east and then north. Okay. Undead Unjuan. Rub it all over me. Yeah, they sure do. Alright. You wrench the mandrake plant free from the tombstone on which it has grown. You hear a scream like that of a dying child as you yank the root from the ground. Yikes. But it worked. I got the points. I have the root. Let's save the game. 161. I'm physically, as a real live human in the immense heat, running out of steam here. But I do wish to score points with the healer. So curious about the archery board. Now, I'm not prepared for battle. The text lied. Okay. Return to walking. And I'll make my way to the Meadow of Safety. One last night for save. make the daytime come. Yeah. Alright. Sleep all night in the nice, safe, magic forest. I awakened. The sun rises. The graphics break. In a pretty way. Well, it was pretty in that one screen. It's actually quite homely. Otherwise. Oh. I would say that potion lasted a fair bit longer than was advertised, which is great. Certainly not complaining. Alright, here we are. Climax of today's adventure. I probably am not going to get 9 points for giving her the mandrake root, so... Oh, the tingling sensation is gone again. The game is losing its mind. Well, what can I do for you this time? Says the healer as she slowly dissolves. Well, I can see which one is the mandrake root. Yeah? What do you mean it doesn't work? Give it to her. She doesn't want it? Can we talk? Yeah, so the mandrake root is used for evil spells. It's powerful. Okay, so she's not even looking for it. I gotta do something else with it. Okay, well, alright. Because I don't need to save again. Not bad. Not a bad day. Got a lot of different things accomplished. I'm particularly proud of raising my climbing skill up. Look at that, 33. Like I was a thief by nature. Way more experience this time. Pretty much improved all my relevant stats. Like I'm never going to be a lockpicker or a sneaker. Which is a shame because I'm very confident that sneaking is the thief's way to deal with the bandit camp that I don't know how to deal with as a fighter. Perhaps just having... No. Well, I mean, because it's a video game, it could work. I was going to say, maybe if I get that better armor, I can just tank the arrows. That would not work. Unless it's, like, really, really strong plate. It's certainly not going... Like, if it's just a chain shirt, the arrows are going to go right through that. At any rate. Okay. So... We've ruined the poor little pterosaur's relationship, but we got the healer her ring back. She was happy. We've met the hermit. We've learned how to climb. We met Erasmus and Fenris. We met the Dryad. We fixed a problem for the Dryad. Then we fixed a problem for the Dryad again in a way that wouldn't make her punish us for eternity. We learned how to make a dispel potion and found all the ingredients and got the dispel potion. What am I going to dispel? I don't know. But when the time comes, I'll be ready to dispel it. And yeah, overall, a very productive day of questing for glory. So I feel great about that. Yeah, this is a really fun game. And I'm making progress at a pretty steady clip. Who knows? I don't know even where I'll start next week, but actually, one thing I could do is just go into the town at night, see what's going on there. But we'll mess around. We'll keep figuring stuff out, and eventually we'll save the Baron's children, and they'll call us a hero. Then. So yes, I wanted to be heroes. This is great. Sweet. All right. So this week, folks, boom. I'm glad you were able to catch the stream too, Cedric. And anybody else, if you stuck around to the end, I'm glad you did. And if you stopped by and you left, you can't hear my voice. I'm so glad you came by. So yeah, this week on Tuesdays, me and my buddy Greg have been exploring the history of the beat 'em up genre. So Tuesday evening we'll be doing a deep dive on Double Dragon and Double Dragon 2, both the arcade version, the original, and the NES ports of those games. See what we can learn about the growth of a fundamental video game genre. From there, at least on Wednesday, and I might do it on another day too, because I'm running out of vacation time, and I foolishly started a Chrono Cross Let's Play in addition to my weekend Let's Plays last week. But I'll at least play Chrono Cross Wednesday afternoon and possibly at other times. Friday night, Forgotten Circles. If you like Gloomhaven, me and my friends will be playing that on Friday, barring some disaster. And then next weekend, I'm back with Starflight on Saturdays and Quest for Glory on Sundays. So, awesome. That's where we are. That's where we're going. And until next time, that we're all snowed in to the same valley at the same time, y'all take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.